hip hop. Yes, sir. What? iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. Kaizer Chiefs 0, Golden Arrows 1. DStv Premiership on a Saturday evening. Knox Mutizwa over the Bafana International. Bruce Vuma, a goal. Full-time, 3 points to Golden Arrows. Tukutuku Makhanya kudala silapha ndoda. Yo, since I mean, when uvuka ekuseni ucoach abantwana wenza umqombothi la.
Hayi Catholic lekuvakele ngoku.
At some point we were frustrated, both of us, in the second half with the quality. There was a sudden drop in the quality of this game. And that's like maybe the most common complaint about DStv Premiership. But maybe let's just dissect some of the most important points at this game.
First to start with Moikala, I mean, a very crucial period of the game. You consider a goal like that. I mean, indecisiveness from Gugu Tower, whether he was trying to passa keeper or passa card. So he was indecisive.
And there are those times that happens.
Yes.
Whether you're not concentrating 100%, it happens even when you're driving. When you're just moving, it's like sometimes you're sleepwalking. We ask you're going to the kitchen, but you find yourself in the dining room because you're not switched on 100% in that moment.
Critical phase of the game. I mean, it's 4 minutes. I think 5 minutes. The game in Khalil, and we consider that, and we end up losing.
That's the only goal scored.
That's the only goal scored. So it meant with the Chiefs, I had thought would maybe. After conceding the way we consider equaling a corner, maybe they'll resort to maybe change our tactics a bit, but also they stuck to our tactics which it didn't work for them.
They do say that sometimes the best thing that can happen is for you to concede an early goal so that you respond. You have 85 minutes to respond to the problem.
You respond because of their main problem is that they could see what we are not actually playing good midfield. We are not actually playing. We are not connecting. No Billiard, no Nogovic, no Dolly. We are not connecting because of you've got Ungobo who are supposed to be pivot all the time. Pivot between Ukadoso no Tau. So and sometimes the reaction like it was very slow in terms of pivoter. Abuya balandela ibhola aqale so nanoma kuyi moment of transition mingele baleqa abantu manje kuba yinkinga ngoba what Arrows did, they took also ama forwards wabo, they used a bit of speed ngoba they've got Umodi, they had Mutizwa, they had Ucele, they had Usbiya. So it meant ukuthi manje lama channels lawa bawavula iChiefs when they were on the attack because of manje we've got uBlomo uyahamba, we've got
Frosler
uyahamba Ungcobo uyoplaka in the midfield, then Ukadoso not Tower, they open wide. So Arrows target yabo kulana lezo ipace lezo ngoba that's where they were capitalizing kulezo ipace lezo, and also net dominance as a midfield because there was a combination play from our central midfielders. They had a combination from the central midfield, which is a problem with Kaizer Chiefs. So instead of maybe let's solve the problem yokuthi let's have a midfield that can play and create for our Dolly nabo Billiard. Okay, so I change I second half we trying to solve the problem. By solver, yes, they remain with 3. By introducer Utube, so by Kipu Tower, Bafaga no T-Back, Ungezan, Bafaga no Kaizer.
Is that so really much solving the problem?
So it's not actually solving. It's blocking. Man, says block manje. Le pace abanga basanga so long. This is a team that's used to playing 3 vele. So now we got to tweak anyana in terms of Ungcobo pivota, but obviously
maybe just outside this game, man. I just want to pick your brain on this. What's wrong with coaches who have a defensive mindset? Like, what is it? Because I mean, it's clear that Baxter, problem solving yake yokuqala ukuthi ngishaya kuphi ngivike.
Yes.
What's wrong with that type of mentality? What is there? Are there no people around him that can say, "Look here, man, like we're 1-0 down. What we need now is to add numbers forward."
For sure.
Losing 1, 2, 3-0 makes no difference to our cause.
And I think there are different types of defensive mechanisms. So it's either maybe sometimes you start with your forwards, which manje abantu defender. So Baxter and I resort to let me add ama defenders a move. So let me actually block the defensive defensive lines a move instead of maybe let me add maybe ama midfielders and forwards so that at least maybe we attack.
It's more difficult for them to penetrate.
Yes, it's more difficult for you for the opponent to penetrate. So manje all the time he resort to a situation with let me pack the ama defenders amaning so that at least it gives an opportunity to about Dolly whenever maybe we get a break about Dolly nabo Pilat nabo Nukovic, they'll get that situation with but through and manje sometimes it becomes difficult for them over the type of balls that they're getting, the saves that they're getting are you up to standard. So most of the time you wanna go around njalo ngabasemasayidini or connect no Nukovic. So most of the teams they've picked up ukuthi this is how Kaizer Chiefs are playing. So once you dealing ngokusandwich Nukovic, then you are left ngabo Pilati frustrated because of manje they need to pick up ama second balls la Africa Nukovic, which sometimes strategy it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So it's certain games I think change man. I mean we've got the players
the material to
do so. Change ngoba manje seeing ukuthi kune problem ngoba sekonafu mayibuya ne-arrows nayo i-arrows nayo they so ukuthi manje there's something to defend on. So arrows nayo yabuya yohlala move. So they resort to sitting back and hoping to catch i-Kaizer Chiefs ngama counter, so but they were not dangerous because of manje they were very deep. Bebangaseko le arrows eqale first half which we felt good maybe Chiefs maybe they might get something.
Well, the impetus is on you. The team that's chasing the game, the impetus is on you. Oh, okay. Come and chase it then.
Yeah.
Tinas na one.
So the Chiefs started bombarding area arrows ngama balls ukuthi manje let's bombard ama ball but manje your only target manje i-one. It's Nukovic. So Nukovic umagwe ukonqa umagwe no Usbi. Umago Spear, so he's being sandwiched by two players. So Abu Pilat nabo Dolly la Makrams made bawa pick around Nukovic. They were not there. They were not there. Even Nukovic, he was not at his best.
Do you see a long-term prospect with Baxter and Chiefs? I'm not trying to be facetious or being silly. Really, we watch him every single game and we pick apart his tactics. Even with Paris, he won. Yes, he won. But really not on the field in terms of picking them apart, breaking them apart, breaking opposition apart. Do you think long-term, can Chiefs fans tolerate this, even if they go to the CAF Champions League? Because number 2 is up for grabs. But would you take this, like if you were in a position to decide, would you take this kind of football and say, you know what, I will take it for as long as it gives me CAF Champions League football?
Yeah, it depends what is it that Kaizer Chiefs fans want. If it's entertainment, definitely Baxter is not the one for entertainment. He's the one for my result to Baxter because of his style of play. Let me grab my points. Let me grab my points. Approach with my philosophy is start by defending and make sure maybe you'll get a chance in set plays, diagonal balls and crosses. So it depends what is it that suits you. When I say Kaizer Chiefs fan, do you wanna see entertainment in terms of maybe I still feel with he struggles to put in into play, accommodate them so that at least they bring that element of creativity, combinations. Not only when you struggles, when you lose a match, that's when you
have to chase the game.
Then you have to chase the game, then you throw them so that I know why I'm a to party. Okay, then what? So I go a style of play. Let it be an approach. Okay, this is my different approach. When I'm not resorting to, I'm not against his style, but be able to tweak it when it's necessary. Because if it doesn't work in situations, tweak it, accommodate my players. I
think there are moments that demand you to be pragmatic.
Exactly.
However, to be pragmatic as a default position all the time, it's problematic.
It's problematic.
I'm here with you guys. Exactly. I'm with you guys every weekend and we predicting matches. and Junior says, well, Arrows is going to win tomorrow. And I'm like, no, but I watched Arrows. I saw them play against Cape Town City. They were more defensive.
For sure.
Why would Chiefs, even in the lowest common denominator, the lowest team in the league, this match allows us to be able to play expansive football. We expand, we open them up, we make them chase the ball. Why can't he coach that kind of football?
So it's not his style of play. It's not his favorite. So immediately feeling it's supposed to be a combat. That's it. The sooner you get the ball into that box, the better for him. So everybody has got his own philosophy. It's his own philosophy. So also, but you check who's benefiting, who's losing out, especially ama players afana nabo ngamasolo badlula, even nabo Pilat, even Godhead ngama long balls ngoba ibhola njalo manje emoyeni manje, you're supposed to be challenging, and you check his size ngoba the only big boy that we have manje ubani uNukovic. So abo Doli nabo Pilat, they are actually small in stature, so kuba a problem in terms of maybe dealing along mabhola njalo. So you can only, sometimes that is why ngithi look at what we have, especially with cabinet yakho, so that it suits them. It doesn't have, yes, tactics are tactics, but sometimes accommodate your players at least nabo. If you know good have got to Ungobo, you need to know how to accommodate him. If you know good have got to Khatebe, know how to accommodate them. So I feel with him, he's running away from solving a problem. Which I'm going to combination all the time. Like immediately, I'm going to combination immediately. Maybe he's scared of maybe losing the ball. Let us lose the ball. Maybe wide areas where it's not.
Imagine that was the undoing of David Moyes, Manchester. That football club is so big for him that they could not expect, or the fans could not accept a coach like that. Imagine a Kaizer Chiefs having a coach like that. That your initial instinct is that I fear playing football because if I lose it on the center, even today you will be justified to say, you know what I'm saying? But long term, you think for now, depending on what Chiefs want, they stick with Baxter if they want number 2.
You check ngoba it's a dicey situation. It's a dicey situation. Last season bangene ngqamu ku top 8. So manje uBaxter has collected more points, so ibuya futhi na ku chairman ukuthi Baxter signed 2 seasons. Do we still keep him, continue with him, and maybe hoping would maybe also some change his style of play? But I don't see him changing his style of play. This is his approach. So it's either you are left with Baxter who will always grind a result now. So but according to his stats, more compared to last season, shoot Baxter is doing well so far. Ngoba collected ama points. So when I'm out under in nice football, Man City, Sundowns.
There you go. I mean, that's one way of putting it. That now Baxter and his agent and his son, they will say, when I got here, we were number 8, and now we are number 2. Football and
points are collective.
It is iDiskiTV, it is Times, World Sports Betting. Thank you for watching.